Today we are going to learn the continuation of the previous video in decimal chapter. Here we are going to discuss the multiplication and the division of this decimals. So let us start with the multiplication of the decimals. Multiplication of decimals. What is this multiplication of decimals? Multiplying two decimals and you are getting the product as a decimal only. So how to do the multiplication? The same way how we used to multiply a natural number or whole number or integer. So here we are going to multiply with the decimals. See here, let me take example 1. Multiply 0.4 into 6. See how we have to multiply 0.4 into 6. Here 0.4 is a decimal number and 6 is a whole number. So here 6 is multiplying to this. So this is 6 is called a multiplier. And 0.4 is called a multiplicand. So why this is called a multiplier? See, which number you are multiplying, with which number you are multiplying, that number is called a multiplier, and to which number we are multiplying, that is called a multiplicand. To which number, that is multiplicand, and with which number you are multiplying, that is a multiplier. Hope you understood. So now we will multiply with these two numbers. 0.4 into 6. See here, usual how we are multiplying, the same way you are multiplying here also. 6 4s are 24. So 2 is in your hand and 6 into 0, that gives you 0 only. So that 0 with the remaining 2 here, you have to add it, isn't it? So here you have to add it with the remaining 2 and what you got as a product here. Here 6 into 0 is 0 plus 2, that gives you 2 here. So where you have to put this decimal point, that is the question, isn't it? See here, after this decimal point, how many numbers you can find here? Only one digit, isn't it? Yes. So here you do not find any decimal points because this is a whole number you are multiplied. If there is any decimal number, you have to count that also. But here you can find only multiplicand is a decimal number. So that here you can find only one place. That one place you have to count it. Also here also you have to put the decimal point. From the unit place you have to count. From the unit place you have to keep 1 and you have to put the point here. That is 2.4 is the answer. So I hope you understood. If you are not understood, let me take a few more examples that gives you a clear idea regarding this. Let me move on to the second example. 1.52 into 0.28. See here 0.28 is a multiplier and 1.52 is a multiplicand. So you have to multiply with this number to this number. So we usually how we are multiplying, that way only you can go. 8 2s are 16, 1 in your hand, and 8 5s are 40 plus 1 is 41. So 4 is in your hand, 1 you have written, 8 1s are 8, then plus 4, that gives you 12. So 8 is over. Next you have to multiply with 2. 2 2s are 4. See, when you are writing 4, that you have to leave accordingly the multiplication rules. What it says, you have to leave the unit place and you have to write in the tens place. So when you are multiplying with the tens number, isn't it? Here tens digits we are multiplying, so you have to leave the unit place and you have to write it from the tens place. So 2 2s are 4. Next 2 5s are 10. 10 you have to write 0 and 1 in your hand. 2 1s are 2 and 1 gives you 3. Next go with the next place. Next place, here you can find a point here and here also you can find a point here. You have to take the point at the last. After getting the product you have to put the point. Got it? So here leave that point. Now which is the next number? You can find here 0. Multiply with the 0. See, this is in the 100 place if you go for. So you have to leave this tens place and you have to write for the hundreds place. Got it? This, so 2 into 0, 0, 0 and 0. Hope you understood. Now go for adding these all. 6, 4 plus 1, 5, 2, 3 plus 1, 4, and here 0. Now you got 0, 4, 2, 5, 6 here, and see here, now you have to come to the multiplicand and multiplying. See here, you can see after this decimal point here 2 digits, am I right? Here also after this decimal point you can find 2 digits. So together total how many digits are there? Here 2, here 2. So total 4 digits you can find, isn't it? After this decimal point you can find 4 digits, isn't it? So you have to take that 4 places here, start counting here, 1, 2, 3, 4. After this 4 places you have to put that decimal point. Hope you guys understood. So here that you have to take here this decimal point. How? Considering how many decimal points after this decimal point. How many places are there after this decimal point you have to consider. Then you have to write it accordingly here in the product. Hope you understood. So this is an example. So you have to count the digits. Take the third one. Here 6.4 you have. Now I want to make this a 64. What I have to do? See here, after this point you can find only one digit. Am I right? So what is the place value of this digit is nothing but tenths, isn't it? Tenths. So for that you have to multiply with 10. Then you will get the answer as 64. If you have doubt, you can multiply and see. 0 into 4, you will get 0, and 0 into 6, you will get 0. 1 4 is a 4, and 1 6 is a 6. Here you get 0, 4, 6. After how many places you have here? A point, decimal, only one digit. So here you have to put the point, one digit. Got it? So here you got 64.0. 0.0, there is no value for that. So 64 is the answer. So for which number you have to multiply? Understood? When you are multiplying with the place value of after the decimal, you will get the exact value of that. Hope you understood. Now let me take one more example. The fourth one, 0.004. Got it? Here I want to find the value of 4. So which number you have to multiply? I want the answer as 4 here. So to which number you have to multiply? See here, after decimal you can find 3 places here. After this decimal point you can find 3 places. So 3 places is nothing but it is in a thousands place. So you have to multiply by 1000. Got it? So multiply by 1000. You will get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then again with 0, 0, 0, 0. Then 1, 4. You will get 4. Then again 1 into 0. Then 0, 0, 0. And go for adding. 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 0. See here, after this point, how many digits? 1, 2, 3 digits. Am I right? So 1, 2, 3 digits. Here your point is. So you will get this here 4 point. That is here this 0. You don't have any value for this 0, isn't it? Before the number, if you have only zeros, there is no value for that 0. So here you got the answer as 4.00. Here also there is no value after this 0.0. So you will get the answer as 4. Hope you guys understood. Here, what is the concept you have to understand here? To get the exact value of the number here, to get the exact number here, what you have to do? According to the place value, you have to multiply the number. See, if you have a digit 0.07, to get the value of 7 here, you have to multiply to here tens, here 100. So you have to multiply by 100. Then you will get the value of 7. Got it? So I hope you understood with the multiplication of decimals. Now move on to the last concept in decimals, that is division of decimals. Now we move on to the division of decimals. So what is this division of decimals? When you are dividing the decimal number with the decimal number, or when we are dividing a decimal number by a whole number or anything. Got it? So let me take one example. See how to divide 1.25 by 5. See here, 1.25 by 5. See here, you know that here you can find a decimal point. To make that decimal point, see here, this decimal point you want to remove it, isn't it? To make this 1.25 as 125, what you have to do? You have to multiply by here how many places are there? This is tens and this is hundreds. So you have to multiply, 2 digits are there, so you have to multiply by hundreds. The same you have to multiply to the denominator. See here, if you are multiplying anything to the numerator, the same way you have to do it for the denominator also. You cannot change any number multiplying. You can multipy here 10 and here 100, it is not possible. If you are multiplying by 100 in the numerator, the same number you have to multiply to the denominator also. Hope you guys understood. So now multiply it. So here when you are multiplying by this is, you will get 125, but here 5 into 100 you will get 500. So now go for cancelling this. 125, 1s are 125, 4s are 500 you are getting. See 125, 4s are 500 you are getting. So you are getting 1 by 4. Go for that. You know that we have done, this is a fraction number. When you are converting it to a decimal, what you have to do? You have to go for the division method. Others also have to go for the division method. So 4, whether it will go with 1? No. So you have to take 0 point and you can take here 0. 4, 2s are 8 and 2 is remaining here, and you can take here 0, 4, 5s are 20. So here you got 0.25 as the final answer, as a decimal point, isn't it? This is a decimal value. When you are dividing 1.25 by 5, you are getting 0.25 as the answer. Move on to the second example. The second example, 375.35 divided by 5. So here you can go for division. See, you don't need of converting again, multiplying it and making it. This is 500, you have to make it, isn't it? To make this as a whole number, what you have to do? Here you have to multiply with 100, and here also you have to multiply by 100. So better what you have to do is, here you can go for direct division method. So I'll tell you how it is. So here divide it with 5. With us this number 375.35. Go for the direct division. Here 5 how much are near to 37. See, first number it will not go. So you go for the second two number together. 5 7s are 35, isn't it? So next is remaining here 2. Take this 5 here down. Now here 25. 5 5s are 25. Here you got 0, isn't it? Now you are going for taking here this numbers is over. Now you are going for the decimal point, isn't it? Now after this decimal point number you want to take here down. So when you are going for the decimal digit, put this decimal point here in the quotient also. Got it? Put that decimal point in the quotient also. See, after putting the decimal point in here in the quotient, we can take this 3 down. If you are not going, that what you have to do here? If it is not going, you have to put that 0 here. If the number is not going with that number, you have to put, representing that you have to put here 0. Got it? Next what you have to do? You take that next number here 5. Now 5 7s are 35. Now you got the answer 0 reminder. So what is the answer you got here? 75.07. You can go for the direct division also when you have a whole number here. But if you don't have a whole number here, if you have a decimal value in the both the side, what you have to do? I'll take up the next example. Now we move on to the last example. Here you have 337.5 divided by 1.125. So how to do this division? 337.5 divided by 1.125. Here in both the numerator and denominator you can find there is a decimal point, isn't it? And there is a decimal places also. So when you are multiplying to the numerator with 10, you can make this as a whole number. But here you cannot multiply with 10 to make this a whole number. What you have to do? Here you have 3 places, so you have to multiply with thousands. And here you have to multiply with 10. So you cannot make a difference here. If you are multiplying by 10, here also you have to multiply by 10. If you are multiplying by 100, you have to multiply the same number with the 100 to the denominator. So you cannot change that. Once here 100 and here 10s, you cannot. So what you have to do here, in this case, you have to go for the highest places. Which is the highest places here? 1, 2, 5. 3 places you can find. So that is nothing but you have to make it by thousands. So the same number you have to multiply to the numerator also. Here 10 is enough, but you cannot make the difference here. So you have to multiply with the same number. So you are multiplying with the thousands only in the both the numerator as well as in the denominator. So now here what you have to do? Multiply with this. So what did you get? Here tens that will cover this, and 2 more 0 that you have to include here. That gives you 3, 3, 7, and when you are multiplying by 10, you are making that point less, that is decimal point, you are changing it, you are moving that side, and again 2 more zeros are there, so you are changing again 2 more places, so that 2 zeros you have to put it here. Got it? See, there are 2 more zeros, you have to put it here, because here 10 is enough to multiply to make this as a whole number, but here 2 more 0, that 2 more 0 you have to include here. Got it? Divided by, here you are multiplying that to make this as a whole number, so directly you can write 1, 1, 2, 5. So now go for the direct division of this here. Here you can find the last digit is 5, so it will not go with the 2 table. So you have to go for the 3 table. 3 3s are 9, and here 2 is remaining, 22. So 3 7s are 21. Again 1 is remaining, 3 5s are 15, isn't it? Here 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, and 1 is remaining, 3 5s are 15, and these 2 0 you have to put it here. Now again go for the division. Now 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 1 is in your hand, 3 5s are 15. Here also 3 3s are 9, and 2 is remaining, 22, 3 7s are 21, and 1 is in your hand, 3 5s are 15, that 2 zeros you put it here. Again 125, and here 375. 37500 divided by 125. See here 125. 125 3s are 375, isn't it? So 125 1s are 125, 3s are 375, then 2 more 0 remaining. So you will get the final answer as 300. I hope you understood this. So I have wind up my today's class here. So I hope you understood what is the decimal and the addition, subtraction, and how to convert the decimals. Here in division you are getting a fraction number, you are converting using the division method only, isn't it? Those who have not subscribed my channel, subscribe it, and there is a bell icon next to that, enable that. That gives you a notification regarding my new upload videos. Hope you guys are doing fine. Have a nice day.